Archana. Archana, the floor is yours.
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just start in 30 seconds. Just allow me 30 seconds.
Archana, you will have to watch for the disturbance. Actually,
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Archana Maroli, Secretary, COWE Karnataka Chapter and Director at Ozone Inc., an experiential marketing agency that specializes in brand activations, events, and experiences. Before we go further, I want to review the functionality of this webinar. So let's talk about the hygiene check. Your active participation is important throughout the session. Right now, I have everyone on mute to avoid background noises that may distract you from listening to the webinar. Throughout the presentation, we will be managing the chat functionality. You can enter your questions and comments in the chat box throughout the presentation. After every speaker sessions, we open it for question and answers. During this time, if you have any questions, you can also use this icon on the control panel to raise your hand to indicate that you have a question or comment. Once you raise your hand, someone will unmute for you and you can ask your questions. All right, so we are going to officially start our webinar today. And without much further ado, I would request Aparna Darshi, Joint Secretary, COWE India, to give us the opening remarks. Over to you, Aparna.
Thank you, Archana. A very good afternoon to one and all. Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs of India, COWE, along with SIDBI, has launched the SWAVALAMBAN SASHAKT Mega Campaign 2, a series of one-day awareness, outreach, and business opportunity program in true spirit of atmanirbharbharat to give a fillip to Stand Up India scheme, a flagship program launched by Honorable Prime Minister of India to increase effectiveness of the SVI program and strengthen the MSME ecosystem targeted at the development of unserved and underserved youth and entrepreneurs from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and women entrepreneurs. This program aims to penetrate and expand the outreach of financial assistance to women entrepreneurs. Swavalamban Sashakt attempts to ignite the spark for business leadership in the targeted aspirant women entrepreneurs. This awareness, outreach, and business opportunity program is a participative interaction by providing a platform for awareness and genesis of business development. It shall be an opportunity for the invited businesses to showcase their business models, the aspiring women entrepreneurs to identify a business of their choice, and the financial institutions to generate business leads and guide aspirants on their expectations. Thank you. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Let me just welcome now our COWE Karnataka Chapter President, Gayatri Suresh. She's also the diabetes educator and clinical podiatrist at Dr. Suresh Dayake, proprietor GS Group of Companies, proprietor GS House of Aesthetic, partner Sukipada, managing trustee Sparsha Foundation. I would request Gayatri to welcome everybody who is present here at the webinar. Over to you, Gayatri.
Thank you so much, Archana, for a wonderful introduction. Very good afternoon, one and all present here for the webinar. A very warm welcome for SWAVALAMBAN SASHAKT Webinar Series 2 and webinar number 19. And I give a warm welcome to our National President, Mrs. Madhu Tyagi. Very you, ma'am, and the entire and I welcome all our founder presidents of COWE India. A very warm welcome to all the founders, and I welcome our national committee team, the entire MC team and the committee team for this webinar, and a very warm welcome to our partners partner, SIDBI. Thank you so much for always giving us very good knowledge on all the business modules, and very warm to the SIDBI and team. And a very warm welcome to our expert speaker, Divya, Dr. Divya, and a very warm welcome to Mr. Kavana Mayur, who's going to tell us about Stand Up India loan, what is the benefits and how we can go. And a very warm welcome to our motivational speaker, Ms. Janaki ji. Thank you so much for being with us. And a very warm welcome to our banker, Mr. Rajagopal from Indian Bank of India. And I thank all my MC team, who is always a very big backbone support for me to do anything successful. A very warm welcome, my MC team. And I welcome all my co-presidents and their members and other chapter members for this webinar. And of course, I welcome all the institutional institutions who have joined with us and a part of our young COWE chapters with Karnataka chapter and other chapters too, and all the educational universities who are present here. Very warm welcome to you. And not last but not the least, our members of Karnataka chapter. Karnataka chapter was inaugurated in the year of 2014. As of now, we are 60 plus members, and 80% them of are all life members, and rest of them are annual members. And we have members from all different expertise verticals of business. And COWE Karnataka chapter is very proud to say that we have two young COWE chapters. That is, one is Siddhaganga Institute and another one is New Horizon College. And we are the main intention of course, you're going to listen further about COWE, so I'll not take much time on that. So we are there to empower and encourage women entrepreneurs, and we keep doing many efforts and many meetings to help women to succeed in their business and take the business to the next level. So without any further delay, let me hand over to Archana for the next proceedings. Archana, over to you.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for the warm welcome. Now it's time for us to understand about COWE, the journey so far, and the roadmap of COWE India. I would request Lalitha Alluri, National Secretary, COWE India, Managing Director of Balaji Scan Private Limited, a reputed offset printing press in Hyderabad. Over to you, Lalitha.
Thank you, Archana. I feel privileged to introduce COWE to all. A warm welcome to this webinar. COWE means Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs platform. It started its journey in 2004 by 6 founders. Later, we expanded at Hyderabad, and later we expanded to many states. And now we are around 1,000 plus members. It is a non-profit business organization registered under Section 25 Companies Law. Our vision is to empower women through entrepreneurship. Our mission is to spread our activities all over India and to develop their skills, provide infrastructure, access to resources, and promote marketing avenues to further their businesses. So to inculcate entrepreneurship culture among young women and facilitate in shaping ideas to business. So that is our mission. So COWE headquarters is at Hyderabad, and with 11 chapters: Andhra Pradesh, Delhi, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, UP, Uttarakhand, West Bengal, with 100 plus members, having a strong team. Then coming to the awards and recognitions, we are the only NGO who has signed MOU with NSIC to take up their programs to the grassroots level. We were the best business association was given by FAPSI in 2014, and we have many certificates. We are registered under FCRA, and we have an ABET accreditation also. Next slide. And our achievements are, we mentored 10,000, 1 lakh women in 17 years. On the board of we are on the board of NIMSME, NSIC, MSME, and AP State Government Industrial Task Force. We are a technical agency for the Spooty scheme, under Spooty scheme with NIMSME. NIMSME is the nodal agency. And we registered as a hand-holding agency on Stand Up India portal and registered under the national NSDC as a training center to provide skill development courses. Signed MOUs with international women associations such as VBAN USA, VConnect ORG, South Africa, and Sri Lankan women associations. We are associated with VHub in Telangana and AIC CCMB Telangana, IIMR Indian Institute of Millet Research Telangana, and TEZ, University of Hyderabad, ECSOL Delhi University. Next. So what we do at COWE? So we create market linkages by conducting exhibitions. We provide training programs like EDPs, ESDPs, and other programs. We conduct one-day, half-day seminars, workshops, and conferences. Then we give business networking by providing, conducting COWE networking meets every month, once in a month at chapter level, and not only that, WhatsApp groups also we have. In that they can do the networking businesses, and mentoring and support at every level, like marketing, finance, and scale up their businesses. Everywhere we do the mentoring, and we are associated with BYST and TIE and VHub. So in that we do all the mentoring process. And 1 minute. So marketing linkages we conduct 1 minute exhibitions. We conduct exhibitions at the national and international level, and every year we do COWE International Lifestyle Exhibition where women products are exhibited, and every year it is a grand success. Around 20,000 footfall is there, and at COWE Mart these are conducted at colony levels, like community level. We want to encourage homepreneurs also who cannot afford to participate in the exhibitions with 30,000, 40,000 fees. So for them, we conduct COWE Marts at local, at colony levels. Then we are associated with these Amazon Saheli, WeConnect, and Harmony Talks and Startup TVs to promote our members' products and all. So we conducted virtual exhibition in COVID time. Nearly 100 members participated, and nearly 66,000 visitors visited those stalls, and a lot of business happened. So far 26 national exhibitions with 3,000 plus participants, with 10 plus crores of business happened. In 15 international exhibitions from all over globe. 12 members participated, 12 countries with 2,200 participants, with most coming, most of them got some next slide. Training programs like EDPs, ESDPs, and workshops. EDP means Entrepreneurship Development Program. It can be a 2 weeks program or 1 month thing, where we give all aspects of businesses and how to run a business, or how to make a DPR, all those things, and how to do the marketing. So we give A to Z in that training. So when it comes to ESDP, skill-based training, it can be a 2 weeks training or 3 months training or something like that, based on the fashion designing, beautician courses like that. 100 courses we identified and we have given so far. Many trades in this, it comes under this. So, and workshops also, it can be a 1 day or 2 day program. It is specific. It is based on the particular subject. So far 75 EDPs and 80 plus ESDPs we conducted. 3,600 members were participated in that. The success rate we have shown. So 60 plus workshops, about 3,000 plus participants participated, and they are got benefited from these workshops. Next slide, please. So when it comes to seminars and conferences, seminar on specific subject or particular sector, we take it up and we do the seminars. And during the COVID time, we conducted webinars like this SWAVALAMBAN SASHAKT webinars. First series is done successfully, and this is the second series. Again, this is also going to be completed. Like that, we did many webinars, not only this one, and at chapter level also many interesting topics they have taken up, and they did during COVID time. So national and international conferences we have conducted so far, and we are tied up with other business associations and groups to ensure participation by our members in other seminars and conferences. We are tied up with we have some other TIE and other associations. So whenever they conduct any conferences, we send our members to those conferences. So like that, 100+ seminars our members attended, webinars and conferences with 5,000 participants. So when it comes to business networking, we created a WhatsApp group for selling and buying of each other's members' products, and regular networking meetings are happening at our chapter level, and they address on various issues, and to scale up their businesses, they use particularly this networking platform. And brand walks and sales meeting to encourage and share their products. Large networking events to help women network. Like like in Lifestyle Expo, there we did this B2B meeting with public sector units and the large MNCs and other big pharma industry, like that. Last year we did B2B. So like that, 58 networking events we have conducted so far, and 5,000+ avail this benefit. So we do mentoring and support at chapter level. Experienced entrepreneurs will become our mentors, and to the new ones, like budding entrepreneurs, they mentor them, and we provide from DPR to marketing support. So that is how we do the mentoring. And we arrange funding. If suppose someone asking for funding or something, then we arrange, we can bring angel investors and some other fundraising agencies. So we act as a bridge between them. We don't directly involve with the financial assistance, but we can provide the calling bankers and fundraising agencies. So then connect with, we have a very good rapport with the government agencies like NSIC, MSME, and SIDBI, some other SBI, all these associations. So whenever public sector units also, whenever our members require any help from these for certification or any support, market support or anything, we'll take them to these government departments, and definitely they will take our assistance, and they will get the things and they will they will take the guidance from these government organizations. To infrastructure, we have 30 acres land at Tupran in Telangana. Already it is 30 acres land is constructed under IID scheme. 22 women industries are well established there, and we have a very beautiful building of common facility where these members can avail those this place for their to keep their raw material, and test. They can use it as a testing design tool design center. So that is how this infrastructure we develop at every chapter level. In AP also we have we availed 22 acres land. Nearly 32 members were availed that land. Very soon are going to start their business there. So like that, in every chapter we want to have this infrastructure, having COVID land for their members. So coming to the CSR projects, SIDBI is supporting us to start daycare centers at various industrial estates. So far, we have opened 6 daycare centers at various industrial estates. So the women who are working in that industries can peacefully keep their children there in the safer hands. So that is how COWE is doing this daycare CSR activity, and which is supported by again SIDBI. Very big thanks to SIDBI. And next, when it comes to advocacy with the government, we generally we many times we involved in their policy decisions making, and addressing the problems and giving solutions to the MSMEs. Recently also we participated in one of the Telangana meeting. So that is how we influence government. We are on the board with the MSME, and we are on the board with we are the executive committee of NIMSME, and we are the part of AP government. We are in the industrial task force, and we are part of VHub of Telangana government. So COWE is the only women organization invited for budget webinar with the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji and Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman in February 2021. So when it comes to counseling and knowledge dissemination, we continuously give counseling to whoever comes to COWE. We have trained our staff that way, that whoever comes to COWE, they go with the knowledge, like how to set up the business and how to go about marketing, everything. In every part we give counseling. So we are transferring information to entrepreneurs from government body, we are the medium for transferring information to entrepreneurs from government bodies, banks, and other financial institutions like SIDBI, NABARD, and industry bodies and international bodies. Then when it comes to regular updates of how our members regularly get updated, is through emails. We send all the information, whatever we get from the government departments, we send those information, like the scheme subsidies and the latest updates of all the information. We'll send whatever we get from other industry associations, that we'll send to every member through mails, blogs, and through networking meetings. And we conduct some particular seminars, like JED or lean manufacturing, something like that, how to avail the schemes for SCST awareness, all those things. We conduct seminars, and regularly through WhatsApp we update so then we conduct export tours, like in March we are taking our members to one batch going to Mongolia to showcase their products. Under MSME scheme we are taking them. So these are our partners, like SIDBI, we have TSIIC, Skill India, SBI, NIMSME, NABARD, Stand Up India, Nestle, Catch, JKK, FreeMR, FICCI, Hightex, NutriHub, We Connect, Sukaso, CII, like that. We are associated with these many organizations. So whenever they are doing the programs, immediately we'll share that information in our groups. So whatever we do, we send that information to these associations. Like we have MOU with all these organizations. So recently we have taken up one pause cooking competition where we want to develop rural women entrepreneurs, to develop bring out their skills and to develop rural women entrepreneurs in food processing units. So we conducted in 8 districts, 4 in Telangana, 4 in AP. So and conduct the grand finale at Hyderabad, and for whoever come 1 to first 3 questions. In 8 districts, it is 24 members. For them, we want to give further trainings under, and we want to do hand holding also. Hand holding. After that, we'll provide DPR, all those things, and we want to set up industries from them. So that is how we are planning, and we want to set up an incubation center in Telangana so that these members can come here and utilize those facilities. So when it comes to, again, we have taken up one more big major project, that is Haldi cluster. It is in AP, Chintapalli near Vizag. where MSME is under Spooty scheme, MSME has sanctioned 3.2 crores. In that, our role is a technical agency. We give the technical support to this cluster. Here, 712 artisans, that means tribal farmers. In that, 50% is women farmers. All our main motto is to give value addition to their products. Like now they are selling haldi rhizomes. So now after powdering or after extracting kurkumin from the from this, we want to give 3 to 4 times of profit. We want to give. In that way we are supporting this cluster. So next point is young COWE, which is also very interesting topic. Young COWE, where our young entrepreneurs, they go to colleges and inculcate entrepreneurship at college level. They promote business. They give business ideas and they promote entrepreneurship. So for that, we have tie-up with various colleges, and these colleges, they might be having EDP cell or not, but we meet all the principals and everyone, and to promote entrepreneurship cells, the entrepreneurship development cells has to be there, and we give seminars, awareness campaigns, and the government schemes, subsidies, and skill trainings also. So that is how we are doing. And our plan for next 3 years is to set up incubation centers at every chapter and every colleges centers also. And we want to have a cluster in every chapter. And we want to give support and financial support by bringing investors, and to do the certification programs, and to have 20 more daycare centers in the industrial estates. So that is how we are planning, and we want to expand our chapters in 4 more states. That is how our aim is. Thank you all for being with me, and I hope you got good clarity on COWE, how we expanded and when we started all those things. Thank you, Archana, for giving this opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. That was very inspiring and kind of interesting for us to know everything about COWE India. Thank you so much, Lalita, for those taking us through COWE India. In fact, thank you. Now, may I now invite Anamika Rajkumari, Manager SIDBI, to throw light on the benefits and opportunities that Stand Up India scheme offers to budding entrepreneurs and SIDBI's role as a facilitator. Over to you, Anamika.
Hi, good afternoon. Am I audible? Hi, good afternoon to all the participants and the speakers of today. And today we have already reached the 19th webinars of the second series of SWAVALAMBAN SASHAKT. Actually, we have started this webinar series for giving fill up to the Stand Up India scheme, and I think we have been successful in doing that. And today I will share some of the highlights about the Stand Up India scheme. This Stand Up India scheme was announced by our Honorable Prime Minister on 15th August 2015, and the scheme was launched on 5th August 2016. And SIDBI has been given the mandate to manage the Stand Up India portal by the Government of India, and to create awareness about the Stand Up India scheme. Here I have mentioned about the Stand Up India portal. Along with this Stand Up India portal, we also manage a Udyami Mitra portal. Like, this is a dual portal that we manage for promoting the Stand Up India scheme and any other scheme of MSME. Uh, uh, the main objective of this Stand Up India scheme is to promote bank financing for greenfield enterprises promoted by the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and the woman entrepreneur. Here, the greenfield enterprises means the first time ventures of the beneficiary in the field of, it can be manufacturing, service sector, trading sector, and even the agri-elite activities. Actually, agri-elite activities was earlier not a part of this Stand Up India scheme, but it was added during the 2021 budget. And now under this scheme, we can even include the agri-elite activities, that is like the pisciculture, beekeeping, poultry, livestock rearing हो गया वो सारा which is related to even agri-elite activities that can also be covered. And with this addition, like this Stand Up India scheme can be covered even in the rural area. Earlier there were lots of queries saying that means the rural area people are not able to cover under this scheme, so this has been one addition. And under this scheme the loan amount that is eligible is from between 10 lakhs to 1 crore, and the loan can be availed from any of the scheduled commercial bank branches, that is like any of the public sector bank, private sector bank, or regional rural banks. And यहाँ पे मेनली जो बोरोवर्स या एस्पिरेंट्स होता है उन लोगों का मेन क्वेश्चन होता है कि गवर्नमेंट दे हैव अनाउंस दिस स्कीम बट हम लोग हाउ टू अवेल द लोन, ये नॉर्मली उन लोगों का क्वेश्चन होता है. अंडर दिस स्कीम जो भी whoever wanted to avail any loan under these schemes can avail directly through bank branches. Any of the bank branch, they can visit the bank branches along with the properly filled up application and the project report. उनके वहाँ पे जाके they can apply directly under the scheme, or they can even apply through the स्टैंड अप मित्रा पोर्टल और द उद्यमी मित्रा पोर्टल. ये दोनों पोर्टल से भी ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन form, they can even apply for this loan under with this from this portal. And the other one is true, they can even visit to any of the lead district manager ka office mein jaake they can meet them, and they can apply through lead district manager also. These are the three ways that they can apply for the loan application under Stand Up India scheme. And यहाँ पे दिस इज व्हाट कि जैसे कि लोन तो अप्लाई कर लिया, बट वहां पे जाने के बाद ऑल द बैंकर आस्क फॉर द सिक्योरिटी. सो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ सिक्योरिटी जो नॉर्मली दे आर लाइक कि दे नॉर्मली से कि we we wanted to start a project, we are starting a project, so normally they have this issue of like giving any security like a collateral security उनके पास नहीं होता है. तो अगर if any individual is not any firm जो भी है set up aspirant, they are having issue in giving any of the collateral security, then this loan can be covered under guarantee of credit guarantee fund scheme for stand up India scheme. तो ये गारंटी में भी कवर कर सकते हैं स्टैंड अप इंडिया स्कीम. बट एज अ पर्सनल आई विल से एज अ बैंकर व्हाट is it like कि whenever any individual is taking a loan under guarantee always comes with a guarantee fee. तो if an या जो भी entrepreneur है, if they are having any collateral security that they can provide, then it is always better to give collateral security because they will be like कि guarantee fee से burden जो है वो कम हो जाएगा. Otherwise they have to pay an additional guarantee fee what is being charged during that time, that will be over and above the rate of interest that they will be paying for. So this is also one point that has to be taken care while taking the loan also. And what I wanted to mention over here is like we are talking about the loan and कैसे apply करना है. And यहाँ पे I have talked about the two portals, that is the Stand Up India portal and the Udyami Mitra portal. ये जो portal है, this is not only the gateway of the loan application के लिए ही नहीं है, this portals also provide like कि we have onboarded with hand holding agencies in this portal. अगर मान लो कि कोई भी एस्पिरेंट या कोई भी एप्लीकेंट दे आर फेसिंग एनी इशू व्हाइल फिलिंग अप द एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म या उसको प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाने में इशू हो रहा है और दे आर हैविंग एनी इशू कि हमें क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट हो सकता है, then they can always take the support of this hand holding agencies that has been onboarded in our portal. COWE is also one of the hand holding agency, and they have been giving lots of hand holding support and mentoring to many of the aspirants. They are also the hand holding agencies, and along with this there are many other hand holding agencies that are onboarded, so any aspirants can take the support of those hand holding agencies. And इसके साथ साथ this in this portal there is a pool of more than 300 plus project profiles. तो जो अगर मान लो कोई एस्पिरेंट्स कुछ प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट बनाना चाह रहे हैं एंड दे आर स्टक समवेयर, देन दे कैन ऑलवेज टेक द गाइड ऑफ दिस प्रोजेक्ट profiles that are already onboarded in our portal. So they can always download this project profile, see how the project report can be, and they can always take the support of this project profiles that is already uh, uploaded in our portal. And along with this we have a bankability kit there, and lots of other bank knowledge reference has been uploaded in our portal, so they can always take the support of this knowledge reference which is already available in our portal. And that's all regarding the stand up India scheme and regarding the portal. And I request all the participants to take full advantage and turns out to be a success entrepreneur. Thank you.
Anamika ji, we would like to take this opportunity to really thank you for being constant support throughout the webinar series, guiding us, educating us about Stand Up India so that we could further educate others. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part
Welcome.
of this wonderful journey.
Always there.
Over to you, Archana.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nidhi. And thank you,
Thank you.
Anamika. Thank you so much. It's truly a wonderful initiative by SIDBI and Stand Up India. We really wish optimum use of this lifetime opportunity for women. Thank you so much again, Anamika. All right. So having said that, let's move to the crux of the today's webinar. Let's go to the expert speaker. Let me introduce you to Dr. Divya Rao. She's an enterprising entrepreneur and CEO of Media Connect Studios and Ehavya Tech Private Limited. Being one of the topmost journalists, Ms. Divya began to take new strides by starting her own media company, Media Connect. She has been instrumental in bringing laurels to a number of clients by being a strategist, ideator, content creator, excellent communicator, and a thought-provoking writer. With her exceptional knowledge of media and networking skills with the media houses, she is one of the most sought-after media advisors today. Today, she is coveted brand strategist by top companies in advertising, marketing, content writing, social media management, event management, and film production. She has worked in various capacities for high-profile clients like Government of India 2016-18, Government of Karnataka's Vision 2020, Election Commission of India 2018 Karnataka elections, besides a number of corporate clients across the country. She would be imparting valuable information and explaining us how opportunities can be leveraged in this lucrative sector. Over to you, Divya.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi. So thank you, Archana, for such a wonderful introduction. So thank you so much. So basically my journey, like I started this Media Connect like 2013. So like I started without like any investment in the initial stage, but later on I built it and I made my own money, and then I started investing on the same business. So if you ask me the business model, like I am into this services, like wherein like I provide a lot of like media and promotional services to different people. It could be like government, political, as well as the corporate. So the kind of infrastructure which requires for this is a like we need to have a like very corporate type of an office, and we have to set up a studio. And like now, like I have a team of 45 people working with me. So initially it was not the same case. I started with a single employee, and my journey started like with a very humble background. And from there, and I've reached here. So that is the kind of journey I've gone through. So like the business model, like for this, like if at all, if I say like people can invest like even like from 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs to 1 crore, whatever the money they can. The kind of services that we have like provided to different people is I was an advisor to Chief Minister's office also 2013 to 18, and then I ran this election commission campaign. So after that, now we are an advisor to many ministers and all that. That is the kind of the services that I am providing. And we make a lot of corporate films also, like we are into events, we are into advertising, we are into a lot of promotional work what we are doing. Archana, should I explain more about like what I do and all that, or will there be an interaction thing?
No, you can complete your session. We will open for question and answer. Maybe end of 15 minutes, Divya. You could continue. Yes.
Okay.
Divya ji,
Divya ma'am, one question can I ask? So you said you started all alone and now you're having a close to about 45 employees.
Yes.
How many years it took your journey to just reach to this place?
It's a 10 years journey. It's a 10 years journey. It's a 10
years journey.
Yeah.
It took you to reach to 45 employees.
Yes. It's a 10 years journey.
Yeah,
we just take the question and answers after her session is over. Divya ji, I would just like you to throw a little bit light on like if a new entrepreneur, like when they want to start in today's scenario, the infrastructure cost, like how much amount, maybe like if you need one room office or you need to employ the computer, whatever. So what type of cost is involved?
I started
minimum
without...
number.
Yeah, please.
No, that is okay. Your journey is okay, but what we would like you to share is if someone wants to start, we are here to encourage these women entrepreneurs or budding students entrepreneurs. So we want to tell them that there's a lot of scope in this business. It is in today's world, and the type of when they start, what do they keep in mind? Like, okay, you can start with zero investment, but if you have an investment of 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs, how you can leverage it to improve your business, and what type of infrastructure is required? Is there any licenses which is required? Could you just throw a light on that to the participants and the challenges of this business? The prospects and the challenges. After that, we'll take more questions, Divya ji. Thank you so much.
So if anybody wants to start this business, I think the minimum amount that what they require is 25 lakhs, because you need to invest on your cameras, you need to invest on your equipments, which could be the simple laptops or the computers, and for the video editing and all, like the computers or whatever they use, which cost like good money. So I think minimum, if you have 25 lakhs, you can use that money in a right way. And also, like rather than investing too much on a manpower and all, it's better to have a creative and skilled people who can really generate the content, who can really come up and create a creative content, and also the videos what we make. And also, like, because there are like a lot of players will be there, how best we do it and the kind of quality we'll deliver, and also the standards we maintain, and also we understand the market, what is trend and what is contemporary. So based on that, if we deliver, and we will be the best. And also sometimes this is an industry which requires a lot of personalized services. Sometimes, if at all I'm doing a PR services to any healthcare client, the particular hospital will look for a creative ideas, innovative ideas, trend stories, or something like which I can come up and give them the best, which others cannot give it. So how do we update ourselves? How can we be creative? And we need to have such young talents who can think every day and who can think out of the box, who can come up and with a lot of creativity and innovative. So then this business is successful. So our investment should be both on the the manpower as well as on the like equipments or whatever, like whatever term loan, if at all we get it. Both should be a mixture. It should be an hybrid model of both. So then the business is successful, because we have all the infrastructure. If we don't have a right people to execute it, then it won't work here, because sometimes the person who is doing, or the kind of talent we get it, and also the ideas we pitch in is more important than whatever the infrastructure we have. So even my own journey is successful because we update ourselves every day and we come up with a lot of new ideas, and I work on a lot of new age media, new age technology. So especially I believe that I can bring a lot of transformation in that particular era. So that's why we have been successful. I would suggest anybody to have a hybrid model. Your investment should be both for your infrastructure and to the people. So that gives a lot of success. And also scope, when you ask, because there is a lot of scope, because when you ask for a branding, any company or any business, any government body, any politician or any individual, they look for their branding. It could be right from creating their logo to creating their profile to creating their own video profile to making the song about them, and creating a lot of we say it as a campaign ideas or campaign thought process. Every organization and every individual and every we work for a lot of politicians also, they need it. So it is something which is a requirement, and there is a huge scope. So if you approach anybody, any sector, it could be any sector, they need this branding. So there is a huge scope, and the people who are studying journalism, English literature, are a lot of like video, like animation, graphics and all. And it's always we don't have a like good resources, because the scope is huge and the requirement is huge. That is the kind of experience I have gone through. So if anybody asks me what is the scope, it's a brilliant scope, and also it is something like very, very new in the market, and especially even so locally and nationally and globally. And this is the services which is very, very contemporary, and which is always a relevant kind of a business to anybody. So only thing is we have to adapt the new technologies and we have to update ourselves. That is what is required for this business. If anybody wants to start or something, and they can really start with some like around 5 to 10 clients in the beginning, and they can have a different model. So the costing, what you can have it is one is like to have a recurrent revenue, you can have a retainership model. And also to sustain the business, you can pitch into different sectors so that you get whatever you have invested, your revenue is safe. And also since it is a creative industry, nobody can quantify it, and also there is no fixed prices here, though Department of Information and all have their fixed prices, but it varies, because there is nothing that we can say this is the cost of the particular project. To start with, only the GST registration is required, and to work for government and all, to exempt from the KTTP and all. So something like there is a MCND and KNX board, we go through that. So if we have such empanelment, it will be easy for us. And to apply for tender and all that, definitely we have to show that whatever the revenue we have done it over 3 years, then you are eligible for all the things. But private work, there is nothing that you have to do like extra, like you can just have your GST and you can just go ahead and start your business.
All right. Thank you so much, Divya. We are open for questions. We could take about 3 to 4 questions. So if anybody has questions, you could either put it in the chat box or raise your hand. We could allow you to ask the questions to Divya. Do we have any questions or we move ahead? All right, I have a question for you, Divya.
Yeah,
My
please.
question to you is, now let's say that anybody is planning to start this business. How do they gauge the competition? Like, how hard is the competition? How can they get par with the competition? How do they do the research about the competition and get to this industry? If you can just throw some lights to that.
Yeah, the competition is very high here because like every day we get new talents and we become the company, and there are always a trend of freelancers who will venture into it, and they say that we also do the similar kind of a job. It could be a PR, it could be videos, or it could be the event part, wherein we will have a biggest challenge. To compete with it, we have to design our costing in a way that we have to ensure the client, these are all the exclusive services what you provide, and with an inclusive approach wherein we involve your business also. And to beat that, we also have to have our like new ideas every day. We have to give the client also. So this is something that any like so and so person or anybody cannot do it, and we are the only ones who will be able to deliver. Then we will be able to beat the competition. And another question, the role of a woman here, like being a woman and how we can become successful also, because this is a very like whatever the sector we are in, it's a very male dominated one, something like what we do, political strategy or lead the leader kind of a program. So it's mostly the men who have been the advisor to ministers or to the netas and all that. That is one of the biggest challenge we have it. But over a period, what I understood is like if at all we are able to deliver, and if at all we are capable and we are dynamic, there cannot be any boundaries. And so it's something like limitless, and we can go ahead and do it.
All right, yeah, thank you so much. I guess we have one more question in the chat window for you. It's from VITWMBA. They're asking you, do you make ad making and short videos for your clients? Basically, they're asking about, yes.
Yes, we make ads, and we do the short videos, and we have done it for more than 100 clients so far. So that is our achievement. And we do ads for the government departments, we do it for the brands, we do the short videos for different individuals. Yes, that is one of our like services what we provide from our client.
Okay. All right.
May I ask a question? Yeah, okay. Please continue.
Anyone of you, go ahead. Yes.
Please continue.
Okay, Divya, I know your journey's been 10 years, so you don't really have to work on getting new clients. I'm sure word of mouth works for you. But if someone's supposed to start this, what are the other platforms other than word of mouth they can use to rope in new clients?
Social media is one of the biggest thing which helps our business, and also like they can come up with a lot of their innovative marketing plans, wherein they can have a small boutique type of an office where they keep 2 marketing people, and they go and approach on behalf of the company, so that it will be very helpful. So this services people want to see and experiences. So when we have a direct interaction, definitely the conversion rate is good. So I would suggest go to MBA people to have it as a marketing team, so that will be a very helpful to start with. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I think one last question.
Archana, may I ask a question now?
Please, ma'am.
Yeah. So, Divya ji, your journey has been wonderful, and now you have reached a stage where you can inspire many, many more entrepreneurs. I would just like you to just share with the audience as to what type of in case they are not a media person, like if they are not very well qualified, is it still possible to start a media agency with help of hired professional, or it helps if you are yourself you know,
No,
knowledgeable about
definitely
this
it is
field.
an added advantage if you're already a media person, because you know the industry, you know how print media works, or how electronic media works, or even the like production houses work. If not also any person who has a business acumen, if they want to like really look at it as a very successful business entity also, it's very good. Sometimes I feel not knowing is also an advantage, because you're just sticking it to it and you're just expecting whatever the client wants it, and you will do it. But when you yourself is very creative and innovative, you will add up lot of things to the final product. But I would recommend, some knowledge is required, because because it's not something like a factory or anything. No, it's something like a, ultimately you have to produce something. Even you have to write an article, means you should be able to write it, and you should be able to judge the quality of it. And also when we show any video and all, you will know like what is a corporate video, what is a short video, and what is a profile video, if you know. So I think that that's an added advantage. If at all you know also, you don't have to study any course or something. Definitely like you can learn it and you can explore it. And this is not like something that we study a course and we become an expert. This is something, we become experts over an experience. And also whatever the world around us, and also like the kind of updates we have also is very very helpful.
Stuck.
Okay, so that means, Divya ji, that in case we want to start this business, it will be good if we do internship somewhere, get
Yes.
some
Yeah, get some
established firm.
experience. Yeah, and work under someone who has already done it, and you understand the model also, and you understand the structure. There will be a structure for every business. So even like if I know like how is the print media structure, how the newspapers works, it's easy for me to pitch a PR content. So that's what I'm trying to convey.
Thank you, Divya ji. I would just like to add, due to some technical reasons, we were unable to play the PPT for her. But if you would like to just show some work of yours, Divya ji, you can just show the slides in 2-3 minutes. You could just
Okay.
share your work PPT, just a fast one. And the technical PPT will be shared with all the participants after the webinar, when we share with you all the speaker details.
Okay.
Thank you, Divya ji.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Karthik, please give her the screen sharing rights, please.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, thank you. There's one question, Divya. If you would like to take that, I think we just wind it up because it's there in the chat box. We have it from our next speaker, Janaki Prasad. How do we get this government advisor thing? Is it through a tender or is it advertised? So how do you get to know about the government projects?
There are a lot of criterias which you have to first pass through. You should be a like vendor at MCND, like if at all you are doing it from Karnataka government. So and then like there will be like many sometimes there will be tender, and sometimes like whatever the qualification you already have it, and your experience, and also the kind of skills you got it, through that you can get any government tender. And also the kind of relationship you have it with the bureaucrats and politicians also will help you.
Would you like Karthik to play the PPT for you, the presentation, Divya ji?
Yeah, it's there here. So
Okay, Karthik, can you just put her play her PPT fast? Is it possible, Karthik?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Media Connect has started. Okay, fine. She is able to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So these are all the services that we provide. So the one is the PR services, and we make corporate videos. We are into event management. We do content writing, and we are into social media marketing and creative designs, advertisement, photography and brand management, and celebrity management and government relations and website solutions. And this is about me. This is a quick presentation. So, and we've been awarded as a Mahatma Gandhi Leadership Award from the London Parliament and Nearby Award and many other achievements that the company have got it.
All right, Divya, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for taking us through that. Quite inspiring talk you had. Thank you. So let's move ahead with our webinar series now. Yes, to enrich this webinar with the words of motivation and encouragement, along with the igniting the entrepreneurial spirit in us, I would like to welcome Janaki Prasad, an MPhil in mathematics from Ramanujan Institute, Chennai. Has been primarily a teacher for past 33 years, teaching math at various levels. Currently, as a trustee of Heera Foundation, she runs a program called Vismaya Kalike. It is a post-school learning for underprivileged children, aiming at giving them some quality learning and happy space. The children here are given freedom to express themselves and are taught to be aware and be in control of them and their emotions. The program is run now in 6 centers, and she hopes to make a greater reach of Vismaya Kalike. Janaki focuses to empower girl children and other women by teaching and showing them how they can empower themselves in life through things like education, networking, leadership skills. Over to you, Janaki ma'am.
Thank you, Archana. Good evening, all. Entrepreneur, as a definition, is an individual who creates a new business, leading most of the, bearing most of the risks and enjoying most of the rewards. By that definition, I'm not an entrepreneur. I run an NGO, as Archana mentioned, but I can, having agreed to meet all of you, I think, bear with me for a few minutes. I don't know, I'll try my best to motivate all of you, because I seem to have motivated quite a few people in my life's journey for the past 33 years, at least, to learning mathematics, which is really tough. Okay, so having said that, let me start. See, being an entrepreneur or doing something is within us as a female, we just do it. There are two things which will drive anybody to do something, and we are definitely better at it because it's inbuilt in us. I can quote, there are two things, as I told you, there are two things which drive an entrepreneur. One is passion. I can definitely quote an example. I have my daughter-in-law's grandmother who was just 5th standard, the two in Telugu medium, but she decided to make a nearby small temple big. And trust me, she has learned how to run a chit, and she has learned WhatsApp. She has done so many social medias and everything. And she has collected more than 50% of the funds, temple funds, from herself. If that is not entrepreneurship, I don't think what else is. And of course, the necessity is another one. I can quote my mother's elder sister. We call her Pedama. She is the one person who didn't get any help from her husband to run her family. She learned Hindi and she learned Sanskrit, and she became a teacher. There are two things which drive a woman to do anything in life. One is passion, and of course, second one is entrepreneurship. Second one is the necessity. So I don't think we need to look for extra things for us to get the motive. This one, whether there should not be any doubt about whether I can do it or not. It is within us. All it needs is just a trigger to get us, sail us through. And of course, the next one would be, I will divide my thing into 3 parts. One is the starting, the sustainability, and of course, how to have a good environment. I may not be very relevant, it may not be very relevant to all of you, because we definitely not, as I told you, I'm not exactly by definition an entrepreneur. Okay, there is a question. This is a question which I also had. when do I start? I feel right now is the time that you can start. The time is absolutely conducive, and we are not being looked down upon just as a woman like years before, or the market is open. You have so many things. You don't have to run from one place to another and look for, like our previous speaker Divya told, there are so many openings which you can just get from social media and so many things. So I think, and you're not being, where can she do it? And we have 100 examples to motivate us. So right now is the time to start. I hope I am audible to all of you and going good. Okay. So that is one thing which I will say, that, so don't wait for anything else. When you take the plunge, you decided to swim, drop into the pool, just go, take it, go. That is one thing which you have to do it. Start now. That will be a very good thing to do. And of course, second thing is, you have to start something because you are absolutely passionate about it. Your heart is there with it. It is not that you start today and you don't have the interest. You have to sustain it for a long time. So unless you have the passion in it and you want to have, you should have the urge to succeed. I started something and I really need to go. And it is easy to start, but to get it going is tough. In fact, I can quote many things. One is, of course, our I really make very good idlis. One of the best things that are being spoken about, though I'm not a great cook, I can make good idlis, soft, fluffy, nice idlis I can definitely make. The thing is, I always kick myself and say, why did I not start ID? The PC Mustafa started selling idli batters, which I could have easily done. Of course, yes. But then I'm not a great cook. I couldn't have sustained it. If idli making was my passion, I would have done it before Mustafa. It was not there. It is not my passion. My heart is not in idli making. My heart is there in teaching. So definitely, identifying something which you will do it and you will sustain doing it is something which we have to do it, right? So that is something which I have to say. In fact, I have a lot of missed opportunities in my life long back. That is 25 years before when I got married, and my son was just 3 or 4 years. My father-in-law told me, there's start a tuition center even before Byju's, even before Alan and everything. He told me, you just find 2 other teachers to teach physics and chemistry, and I will do all the office work and everything. I'll provide you space and everything for you. I didn't take it up. Maybe I would have been a billionaire like Byju's now, but that is a missed opportunity. Of course, that's why I'm saying, start things now. That is the thing that you have to do it. And you need not start something big, start something small. After all, we all know Vipra started with selling Vanaspati and of course Haldirams. In fact, I know of a person who made murukus and sold. And now he's exporting it to Dubai. He has outlets all over. He is exporting to all over the country, all over the world. So when you want to start now. Do not miss an opportunity and identify something which you feel that you can sustain for a long time. As I told you, I cannot imagine making idli batters day in and day out. Definitely not. So that's something which you need to do is sustainability and start small. It need not be a big thing. You start small. As she said, she started with 1 and it has grown to 45. Of course, I can quote my husband who started with half a staff because he used to work only for 3 hours. But then we have grown really big. There are plenty of examples to quote. And of course, I'm very sure that all of you have somebody doing it in and around yourself. The success stories are all around us. What we take inspiration is what matters. So that is the first portion of it. And then we go into the next one is sustainability. Sustaining a business is very, very difficult. You are a lone sailor. You're just sailing. You don't even know most of the times whether the tide is with you or against you. It's a very, very hard thing for you to do. I would, my advice, I think I'm at an age where I can advise all of you. I'm much older to all of you, that's an advantage of being an older woman. So my advice to all of you would be to find a person who's just a listener. I call that person a listener. That person need not be educated, need not be any big mentor or anybody. He or she should be just a sounding board. Just talk everything aloud. Just bounce whatever you are feeling aloud. Most of the time, after all, it is your business, and you know your business very well. Nobody other than you will know your business very well. So as you talk, the solutions or anything that you have within you will come out. It is not that you are getting everything externally. So when you feel somebody advised me and I took the advice, it is not that somebody advised you. It is just that they triggered you. What the solution was within you. Why did you take it? It is because it is within you and you believed it. That's why you took the advice. It is, see, I may be your mentor. For example, if I'm your mentor, definitely I don't know what Archana is going through in her office. No one will know that other than Archana. All I can do is I can just listen to her. Just identify one person who will be your listener. Just bounce the ideas, that will definitely bring out the solution which is lying dormant in you to out. That is one thing which I feel you can sustain, because I have gone through it. I just talk it out. You just talk to somebody, and then you will definitely find a solution for you. And second part is your team. Of course, you need to have a good team, and having your own business means that you innovate. Innovations, of course, some of the innovations come from us. There are people who are very creative, who have fantastic ideas, yes, but then even our tank can get empty. So have a team which will be an innovation for you. For that, you need to create an extremely good atmosphere. Your atmosphere should be, I believe, an organization which has enough freedom to work. They should be given a absolutely free space. Will definitely be a better atmosphere for anybody to work with. And another thing would be, when they have the freedom to express their ideas and everything, they feel a part of the business. They have a sense of ownership. So whenever the business succeeds, they also take the pride in it. Hey, this is my idea, it worked. Those are the things I think it will definitely help. I learned it when I went in to speak to my school principal where my children studied. That's what we said, She told me, I joined the school after my children were in the school. And when I went in few classes, she was okay. And then she told me, go and observe the Montessori class. I went and observed the Montessori class. I'm really grateful for her to made me a better person now. And I realized what is the importance of being free. The freedom gives them an extreme sense of responsibility. It is because the freedom, nobody wants to cheat or play truant in an organization. So giving them a good freedom, that doesn't mean there shouldn't be any rules. They can be doing anything, of course, under a broad framework. Somebody not breathing down somebody's neck makes you a better person to work with, or they work to a better full potential, is what I strongly believe. This is not only here. I have experienced it when I was heading the math department in the organization I worked with. The team worked much better when it was under me than with the previous person or the person who succeeded me. I can definitely tell it extremely confidently.
అదే మన దగ్గర అడుగు కనుక్కుందామని ఎవరి దగ్గర ఎక్కడ దొరుకుతాయి మిషన్స్ అని.
Karthik, please mute whoever is stepping.
Okay, shall I go ahead? Yes, I think I'm good.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
See you when you don't give them instructions and make them a part of a decision-making team, you work more cohesively than you give them instructions and say, tell them you work like this, you work like this. It's better to have a democratic setup in an organization is what I strongly feel. And again, in my centers, the study centers that I go, the teachers are broadly told what is that. Apart from that, I don't interfere. I don't micromanage how they work. It is their baby. Let them take care. It has worked for me. I think it will work for everybody. That is another thing I thought. A work atmosphere is very, very important for sustainability. And of course, there are so much of attrition nowadays. There is so much of things, opportunities for everybody. An employee who's working, I feel this will make them stay with you for a longer time than what otherwise wouldn't. I wouldn't like somebody breathing down on my world. Like I would have definitely hated working in the organization if my principal had come and checked every 1 hour and then on my room. There are schools who do that. They have the glass window, they will come and peep in, and all those things do happen. But of course, my school never did it. But the organizations which I have worked with never did it. I thank Mrs. Naganand once again for that, making me realize that the greater the freedom, the greater the responsibility. The children act more responsibly, or the people act more responsibly. It is uniformly true. In fact, it is true of my classes and true of the centers that I run with. And it has become true in all, wherever I have interacted with. So that is another thing I would definitely want to tell you. And I think now I have come to the conclusion part. So, see, I would definitely say that we as women are more amenable to the environment, and we can definitely work in adverse things, wherever the adverse elements. After all, we go to the mother-in-law's house to live with. What other adverse thing than that, right? So we can thrive in adverse atmospheres, and we are by heart, we are more empathetic, we are good listeners. Of course, we are trust me, I think all of you would have come across, we listen and identify the songs and people much better than the men do, right? We are good listeners, and we are more observant. Definitely we are more observant. We exactly remember what was the dress they were wearing, and what was the earring they were wearing, and what happened long ago. We are amazing at being observant. I think what else you need to be a good entrepreneur? We will definitely be better entrepreneurs than anybody else in the world. I mean, we are made that way. We are made to be an entrepreneur. They have to learn. We are made. So we have that as a great advantage. And there are 3 things I want to conclude with. First is the most oft repeated thing, do not be afraid of failures. You need to push them under you and then move ahead. And now that I have come across the whole speech, I suddenly realized I haven't quoted anybody. So let me quote I'm a Rajinikanth fan. So let me quote Rajinikanth and say that, he told me, let me say that in Tamil because it's very, very effective in Tamil. He said, I'm not an elephant. I mean, I'll tell you the gist of it. He said when one of his films failed miserably in the market, he said, I'm not an elephant. But just because I failed, I won't lie down. I am a horse. I'll get up and trot and run, So I would definitely, and it has worked. I mean, that way my 3 children are a inspiration. In fact, for me, in case of failures, the spirit and the determination they show, all the 3 of them equally, to get back into their life is amazing. So I take inspiration from them. Of course, all of us would have got somebody in our lives to do that. So this is something which I want to do. And the second thing is, be proud of your achievements, whatever little you have achieved. Be proud, but never be satisfied. Definitely there is scope for much more to do and grow. So please do that. And when the going is good, don't be too proud. Keep your feet on the ground and be humble too. I think I have nothing else to say. I hope I was motivating enough for all of you, the self-motivated people who have done much more than what I have done in my life. If I look back, it was great talking to you. I'm open to questions.
Janaki ji, what a wonderful inspirational speech which came from your heart and experience. Truly, truly, thank you for being part of this wonderful webinar. And there is so much to learn from you. I mean, I have learned a lot from whatever you have said, because each thing came with experience, and all of us go through it some time. But, you know, like you say, take responsibility. Without responsibility, you know, without freedom, responsibility doesn't come. And it is really true. I think this was a key takeaway for me. Thank you so much. I think floor is open for questions. Archana, we can take some questions.
Yes, thank you so much. Do we have any questions? I just see. Yeah, I think there's just applause and appreciation for Janaki ma'am in the chat box. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, Archana, I'll ask a question.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so when the going gets tough, can you give us few mantras how to stay positive and happy?
I don't.
What do you follow to always stay happy?
I mean, my life goal was being happy. You know, when I got married and I decided, my life goal was nothing but being a happy woman. So there are certain times where you can just ignore what was told. And see, one thing I can definitely tell you is, one incident does not, most of the times there are people who might have hurt you, or somebody would have told an adverse remark and all those things. One thing I do is I don't make that particular remark that whole person. You know, it is on that particular day, that particular time, and that is what has happened. Another second thing is utmost confidence, that to the extent of being arrogant is something which has pushed me in my life. And another thing is, it's good to forget so many other bad things. You know, it's better that we forget what happened and go ahead in life. Of course, I had great support at home. There are people who have pushed me into doing so many things, including today's seminar. People have done that to me. You know, when I have worked for some election campaigns, you know, it was my son who I was grinding the batter, of course, the idli batter, the famous idli batter. Then he said, Amma, wash your hands and come, I'm going to push you into that meeting. And he pushed me. It was Meenakshi Lekhi's meeting, and I got inspired and I just went. And there it started, and it's still continuing. And there's so many other things, you know. Everywhere I have found people who have absolutely supported me into doing what I'm doing now. I have tried my hand at various things. Again, as I said, sustainability is something. I think this I will sustain. I have sustained for some years. So teaching is my call and my passion. So I hope I answered your question, Dr. Mrignayini.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Janaki ma'am. I think your talk came straight from your heart.
Archana,
Yes.
I would like to
Yes.
speak.
Yes.
Janaki ji, the day Archana sent you a photo, I fell in love with you. Let me tell you, you are so beautiful and so good looking and so positivity. The moment anybody looks at your photo, the first thing we get it is positivity. And I thoroughly enjoyed your talk, and you were wonderful. You were going on telling about sustainability, which I'm also a great example of that. And I strongly believe in sustainability. Of course, these days, generation, any new entrepreneur, the moment they start business, they just want to jump into thousands, which is really not possible. The most important, what they want is the knowledge and the experience from the experts like you and many more. And we are very happy to have you with us, and wonderful talk, Janaki ji. And I can't wait to come and meet you personally. Thank you so much.
Please come home. I can definitely give you a good idli.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll meet you soon.
Okay. All right. I think nobody wants you to go, Janaki ma'am. I think no one wants to stop. No one wants to stop you from talking. So let me just quickly wrap this up for you. So what I was trying to say is I think it came directly from your heart and you touched a heart today. We didn't want you to stop talking. Absolutely no. I'm sure that you have empowered at least few of us over here. And I'm sure that you will see a lot of Mustafas over here for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, having said that, let's move ahead with our webinar. I would request to play a video on the Stand Up India application process. Let's have the video, please. Screen.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So here is the loan process, how to apply for the Stand Up India loan application. So for that, first of all, we need to visit the website, that is www.standupmitra.in. After we visit this website, here is a tab with the which is apply here if we require the loan facility. And when we will click here, it will take us to this new registration page. In this, we need to choose the option of new entrepreneur. Actually, as we know, the Stand Up India loan is for the new businesses. So we'll choose this option. Here it will ask for the name, email ID and mobile number in which we will receive the OTP. So after that, we'll click on this generate OTP option. After this, the OTP will be received on our mobile phone. This OTP we will enter here and we will verify the same. After we enter the OTP and it is verified, it will show us this, that the registration is successful. Basically, this first step is to register ourselves on the website of udyamimitra.in. After this, this page will open, which will ask for our basic personal details, which will be, few areas will be pre-filled like mobile, email ID and name that we had entered in the previous pages. After that, we fill this page and we'll submit it. So we will be registered in the Udyami Mitra portal. Then after that, this page will open, which will give us the option of this applying for loan. So for applying for loan, here is this tab, loan application status. We have this another tab that is hand-holding agency. COWE is the part of this hand-holding agency. There are many agencies that give us the guidance, and if there is any issue, they support us regarding the loan.
Please mute everyone.
These are the various agencies that are associated with SIDBI for this. For applying for the loan, we'll click on this tab, Loan Application Center. Then this will show us the various kinds of loans that are available under the scheme. So as per our eligibility and terms and conditions, we can apply. And to understand that, we can click on this read more to understand the various loans criteria. After we choose our loan, for like if I
All right, thank you so much. Now it's time for us to hear from the banker. We have Rajagopal A, Chief Manager, Union Bank of India, Indiranagar branch. He has 24 years of banking experience and served at various parts of India and abroad. He completed CAIIB from Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. So let's hear it from Rajagopal A.
Good evening, ma'am. Archana, ma'am. So thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. So I'm really happy that the public in large are aware of this scheme. So we see only 10 or 20% of the scheme, but as a public, they are aware of many factors, especially the work done by COWE, Lalita ma'am. It's really tremendous. Actually, they are helping us. They are helping us in the prompt repayment of the loans. What we expect is a prompt repayment. That they are expecting it, and they are harnessing the skills of the women entrepreneurs. So before I commence, I would like to thank Archana ma'am. Then I would like to thank Lalita ma'am, COWE, for her tremendous work in the COWE. So we expect that some more branches should be there, so that our job will be simplified. And I would like to congratulate Divya, Media Connect, and blessing her for her future endeavors. She may grow up in with more and more. That means the way she presented, it is almost all that is. It is in line with the lending norms. How much amount it is required at the initial stage. What are the things rather than machineries? Now HR is a real factor. Human resource is a real factor that she has mentioned it. It's a really wonderful. Then I would like to appreciate our Janaki madam. See, though the two words I will not forget from her speech. One is freedom, and another one is forgetfulness. These are, it sounds simple, but it is required. It is required for the day. So before I would like to enter into the real scheme, and I would like to thank Anamika from SIDBI for her beautiful presentation, telling the broad guidelines of this scheme. I would like to thank SIDBI for introducing CGTMSE, not now. It was in the year 2004 to 5. They have introduced the scheme called CGTMSE. And after that, the loan growth was galloping. Before that, if you approach a bank for any loans, they used to ask for collateral security. Without collateral security, they will not entertain. But after this one, the entrepreneurship has gone, I think so, with a number of times, multifold. So I would like to thank SIDBI for that specific, because I worked at, during 2000s. It was very difficult to give a loan, but now with that collateral free, even it is very easy for bankers to process the loan also. So now I would like to share some of the points for this Stand Up India, practical points. See, our major objective of this scheme dictated by our bank is to focus should be on hand-holding support, both at pre-loan stage and during operations. The finance part, yes, we can do. We are financing to experts, but for this particular segment, the focus should be on hand-holding support. That means we have portal. We have portal for this, but before applying portal, customers or the prospective borrowers used to visit branch. They used to discuss various things. Then they will have all these checklists. Then they will be having, some will be having registration forms. Some will be having IT returns, GST returns. So we used to consolidate each and everything, and we used to guide them in applying in the portal. So when we guide, okay, it will be almost all success, and then the loan process starts. Now I will share you some of the some important points of this loan. This loan exposure amount is up from 10 lakhs. That means starting amount is 10 lakhs to 1 crore. I think this has been discussed many times in this group. And nature of facility will be either a working capital or a term loan. So the working capital can be repayable in 7 years, and the initial moratorium period will be 18 months. That means the initial moratorium period will be the period where they start their business and they will take the payout, when they start to take the payout. And security, coming to security, as our Anamika ma'am said, it is better to give a security, or else if you don't have a proper security, you can go for this CGSSI. That means Credit Guarantee Scheme for Stand Up India. But the customer had to bear some fees for this. The rate of interest, it depends. The rate of interest depends upon the category. That means it depends whether it is micro enterprise, small enterprise, medium enterprise, and the amount it starts from 10 lakhs, because there is a slab for 25 lakhs. The 25 lakhs is optimum now. Now, on our part, the invisible part, the visible part is the finance portion. The invisible part is the motivating the borrower or the potential customer to log in into the portal successfully. So there are various checklists. They may be very good entrepreneurs. They are very good at restaurants or media or whatever it might be, but they don't know. Some bank expects some of the minimum basic things like your KYC norms, your CIBIL score. Your CIBIL score should be good. Then your project, if the amount is more, if the project is more, a detailed project report should be there. Then necessary licenses. So all these things are required. So people, when they don't apply first, they first to banks, they discuss many things. Then they will start doing all these things. Then they will apply, and we guide almost all guide in stage by stage. So this is about the scheme, madam. So any issue, any doubts, you can place.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. So if anybody has questions, we are open for at least 1 or 2 questions for Rajagopal, sir. Any questions, please? I think we are good now, Rajagopal, sir. Any question comes up, maybe we could take up in the chat as well. Thank you so much. Now that we have heard from the bank managers, we have heard about the various loans available under Stand Up India scheme. So now it's time for us to hear it from the beneficiary of the person who has received the loan. So here I introduce Kavana Mayur, who is the founder and CEO at Decotales. She holds an engineering diploma from Bangalore. She's a first-generation entrepreneur. Before becoming an entrepreneur, she worked as an HR and employee engagement lead in top MNC in India. Her entrepreneur journey started in 2015 April, along with Mr. Mayur, founded Rainbow Careers India with an aim to providing jobs to unemployed. Rainbow Careers India has conducted job fairs even in remote districts of Karnataka to make way for the rural youth to get employed, and is still continuing to organize job fairs. Her passion for homes and interiors and designs made her start her flagship interior designing company, Decotales. From 2016 to date, Decotales has completed 100+ projects across Bangalore, working with homeowners to design dream homes. Decotales was awarded the Most Trusted Interior Designing Award by Ace Business 2020, held in Bangalore. And the occasion of Women's Day 2021 got Women Achiever Award in Business Excellence category in a prestigious award conducted function in Bangalore. Yes, that's pretty much about Kavana, and she's also the ex-treasurer of COWE Karnataka chapter. Over to you, Kavana.
Thank you, Archana. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Good evening to each one of you present here. I'm very proud to tell that I had taken this benefit through COWE when I attended a seminar which was conducted by COWE to make people understand how the loan process is and how easy it is to take it up. So when I was doing the interiors, I was taking the help of other manufacturing units to produce to manufacture the modular furnitures and give it to our clients. Obviously, when you start working with other factories, you will have a lot of challenges in terms of quality and timelines. So I was wanted to open this factory for myself. So I approached the banker and we went through all this process, and the process was really smooth and easy. I got a collateral-free loan for setting up my factory, which I set up in 2020 November during COVID times. The process was really quick and fast, and this factory has helped me to build my confidence in delivering the projects, homes, beautiful homes to the homeowners with the quality and giving it on time. So I'm very grateful, and thank you for COWE for giving me this opportunity. Yes, Archana.
Yes. Do we have any questions for Kavana?
Kavana, if I may ask you, can you share with us the amount of loan that you took and how it helped you to scale up your business?
Madam, I took somewhere around 50 lakhs to set up my factory for the machineries, and I also got an overdraft above it.
Okay, and you have started repaying. Your moratorium period is
7 years. It's 7
Yeah.
years. I started in 2020 November, so it's almost 2 years now. 5 years more to go.
Okay, yeah. So you have started repaying the loan?
Yes, yes, I have. And during, I think, COVID times, I had some concession also regarding the.
Yeah, I think that was given by the government.
Yes,
itself,
yes.
Yeah. And can you tell us that how was your experience with the banker when you approached them for loan, and what type of, like, did you have to give a lot of documentation, or was it manageable? Like, it will be good to inspire the others who are listening to this. Yeah.
So from the day when I started business in 2016, I was banking with Canara. So the loan process, when I went and approached the manager, it was they gave us what are the documents required, and he actually supported me a lot in terms of explaining me how the loan process works and what are the documents required, and I got a collateral-free loan for this. It was really smooth. I think you should actually approach the banker. I think the documentation and also the confidence they would see in you, you can do this. So it was easy, and I think I got the loan in around 20 days or so.
Oh, that's wonderful, Kavana. That's wonderful. I think this will inspire many women to know that if they want to do something, Stand Up India scheme is available to help them, and bankers are also very helpful if your papers are in place.
Yes, ma'am, definitely. Every woman should go ahead and take it if they want to, because when you invest on the right thing, definitely it will give you a very good result. It will build your confidence also.
Thank you, Kavana. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kavana. I now request Geetha Rao to deliver the closing remarks. Geetha is a Joint Secretary, COWE Karnataka. She runs multiple businesses: Reach C Onmark Private Limited, a digital marketing company; Office Republic into chain of business centers and serviced offices; Aru Natural Products LLP into wood-pressed edible oils. Over to you, Geetha.
Thank you, Archana. I quote, "It's Pluto who said a good beginning is half success." Ms. Archana Maroli, Secretary, COWE Karnataka, and today's moderator, started this SWAVALAMBAN SASHAKT Mega Webinar Series 2.0 in association with SIDBI with a great energy like every event that she hosts. The warmth to our webinar was added by Ms. Archana Dasri, Joint Secretary, COWE India, by her opening remarks. With a deep sense of gratitude, it was Ms. Gayatri Suresh, President, COWE Karnataka, who welcomed every participant to the webinar. Next, Ms. Alluri Lalita, National Secretary, COWE India, gave us the brief about successful journey of COWE India in this 18 years. The meaningful programs, trainings, events, national and international exhibition, mentoring, counseling that's been conducted, and the impact that created to women entrepreneurs till now. She also emphasized on the future promising programs of the organization and an appeal to every woman entrepreneurs to make the best use of the opportunity. Followed by Ms. Anamika Rajakumari, Manager SIDBI, explained us in detail about Stand Up India scheme of Government of India, the eligibility criteria, do's and don'ts to follow, and how the handholding process that SIDBI follows to encourage every woman entrepreneurs to take up this loan was the biggest takeaway for all of us for sure. Next, we had an expert speaker, Dr. Divya Rangenahalli, CEO Media Connect, gave her honest insights on PR agency as a business model. Every business and an individual need PR agency to market their business and themselves. Though the competition is high, the key is be innovative and think out of the box ideas to help your clients every time. Followed by a mathematician by education and a teacher for more than 33 years, Ms. Janaki Prasad was our motivational speaker for today. Oh, I had a goosebumps listening to you. You sounded like my maths teacher for sure. Key takeaways were importance of passion and necessity in our life. When is the right time to start the business? Importance of freedom to express. Women are made to be an entrepreneur. Do not be afraid of failures. Be proud of your achievements, but not satisfied. Keep doing good work. On a lighter note, the ID Foods, Mustafa's Idlis and Rajnikant's dialogues got strongly carved in our hearts. Next, we had Mr. Rajagopal A, Chief Manager, Union Bank of India, who explained us as a banker how they support and handle entrepreneurs to take up Stand Up India loans. Last but not the least, Ms. Kavana Mayur, founder of Decotales, shared how her passion for homes, interiors, and design transformed into a successful business model. Her dream of starting a modular furniture manufacturing unit came true with the support of a bank, and the Stand Up India scheme was the biggest takeaway as a listener also. Thank you so much, and over to you, Archana.
Thank you, Geetha. That was a very good closing remarks from you. Thank you so much. I now request Dr. Mrignayini to deliver the vote of thanks. She is the chairperson of Young COWE Karnataka chapter, a dentist by profession, completed her master's in the subject of prosthodontics and runs a dental practice at Indranagar, Bangalore called Flourish Dental Studio. Over to you, Mrignayini.
Thank you, Archana. A very good evening to everyone. I'm Dr. Mrignayini, and on behalf of the entire organizing team, it's my privilege to present the vote of thanks. My heart fills with a lot of gratitude to the entire SIDBI team for providing continuous support in and enriching these seminars. I'm running short of words to express my humble thanks to our guest speakers today, Anamika Rajkumari, Manager SIDBI, Dr. Divya, Janaki Prasad, Kavana, and Mr. Rajagopal sir, Chief Manager of Union Bank of India. Thank you so much for not just sparing time from your busy schedule, but also for clearing our concepts and enhancing our understanding. We really owe you a lot for the success of today's program. Well, no event or program can take shape without hardworking leaders, isn't it? It is the dedication and enthusiasm of our founder members of COWE India and National President Madhu Tyagi ma'am who have made this seminar a great success. Our heartfelt gratitude, ma'am. Conducting this webinar seamlessly would have been impossible without the zealous efforts of our national committee team and the technical team who have devoted so much time and energy. I thank each one of you for this commendable job. Last, but definitely not the least, I thank all the COWE chapter presidents, MC committee, and members from all other chapters who have attended these programs, and this program wouldn't have reached the height otherwise. My heart goes out to thank educational institutes and university management, students, and of course, each participant for accepting the invitation and participating in the program with such great interaction. I also would like to thank our media and press partners for constant support always. Last, I would like to thank our torchbearer, President, COWE Karnataka chapter, Gayatri Suresh, for leading and inspiring always and working very hard for the success of these webinar series. Above and all, I would like to thank our MC committee of COWE Karnataka chapter, Secretary Archana Maroli, and Joint Secretary Geetha Rao and Suma, who went the extra mile and worked hard to run the webinar flawlessly. My apologies if I have missed out to express my gratitude to someone, but a huge shout out to everybody, and together let's help each other grow high. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mrignayini, for a wonderful vote of thanks. And you always keep us rocking with your gratitude to the people who are all with us here today. Because it's, as a president, it's my responsibility to thank you. And overall, once again, of course, Mrignayini has done a wonderful vote of thanks, but as a president, it's my responsibility. And I feel very, very overwhelmed for today's webinar. People who are with me, of course, my MC team, a strong backbone support always. They make me do things in right way. Thank you so much, my MC team, and the entire head office, our national president, and the committee and managing committee team members of head office, and our not to forget our founders of COWE India. Thank you so much. We had a wonderful webinar. If any glitches, I would apologize for the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Karnataka team. Gayatri, Archana, you were wonderful, the entire team. Thank you for putting in the effort to put together this webinar. And all our speakers, wonderful it was listening to you and sharing your experience with these budding entrepreneurs. I think it's going to help them a lot in starting their entrepreneur venture. Thank you so much to our banker, to our expert speaker, motivational speaker Janaki ji, Kavana, our very own member. Your journey is wonderful and very, very inspiring. Thank you so much, team. Thank you. Rupa, Aparna, would you like to come in? Madhuji, are you here? Madhuji? Rupa Khandelwal, can we have you, please?
Yeah, good evening all.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much, all the participants. And we are coming to an end to the series. Only one webinar is left, which will be on 30th of November. And we look forward for all your attendance. And very thankful to SIDBI, who has been a very big support to bring this series to COWE. And we look forward for many more. If SIDBI thinks that we can deliver well on time and as per their expectation. I hope Anamika madam is listening. Thank you, ma'am. And Gayatri, thank you very much for this webinar. So we expect that this expert business module will be shared so that we can share it with SIDBI and to the participants also through the mail. And thank you, Archana, and all my team at Karnataka and webinar and HO board, those who had been a constant support for the success of this series. Thank you very much. And all the backend team who had been working relentlessly for the success of the series, basically. And looking forward to many more from the chapters. Thank you very much. And the press and the media and all the colleges from where the students are seeing this program and getting benefited, knowing about the Stand Up India scheme. And we look forward that many of our members and the participants, they venture out in this Stand Up India, check what best they can receive from this scheme, which is a very beneficial for women. And hope this Stand Up India scheme brings a lot of for you, and you are able to understand, to stand up for yourself through this scheme. Thank you very much, once for all.
Thanks a lot, Madhu ma'am. Thanks a lot, Madhu ma'am. Feel very proud that two of our members were speakers today. That's how we encourage our members. That is Divya and Kavana. Wonderful talk by them. I strongly believe in encouraging our own team members where they are experts in their own fields. Thanks a lot for all the support, Madhu ma'am. I think we can end the webinar, today's webinar, ma'am, with your permission.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Archana, for a wonderful moderation.
Archana,
Geetha, as always, wonderful summarization. Thanks so much, Geetha.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Madam,
Bye.
this webinar will be available in the video, ma'am, later stages.
Yes, we will share this webinar. I guess you also shared your email address in the chat, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That was you. Yes, we have made a note of it.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will share it with you. Share
Thanks
the
a lot,
glimpse
ma'am.
of the
Thanks.
webinar.
Thanks a
you.
lot, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.